my lovelies. I am here with Sweet Trash with Effy. This is a Medi-doodle. Medi-doodles are what I do when I don't know what else to do, but I just want to get really quiet and present with my own thoughts and feelings, with a piece of paper in front of me, and just grab colors and do stuff that feels good in my body. This is a little less sweet trash than usual. We're not smashing anything in. We're not painting directly into the journal. We're not adding a weekly dash. This was actually filmed for Moonshine 2026 for the month of August. But this is something that will be put into my sweet trash journal, and I am making a sweet trash pack out of it. So it's still relevant. But what I wanted for you to kind of grapple with or wrap your head around is that you don't have to paint with a focal image or a desired outcome in mind. You can really just start splashing color around on the page in a quiet, slow-cooked kind of way, and let that be enough. Just let that be enough. You're going to see me reach for a few things during the course of this particular session. Watercolors first, but then also granulation medium and alcohol, 99% alcohol. And both of those things are going to make the paint do funky things that I really enjoy watching. Like, I like watching things bloom. I like watching what happens to the pigment when I throw granulation medium in there and also alcohol in there. And then later on in the process, I'm going to take the background that I get from making this mess, and I'm going to turn it into something a little bit more ordered and a little bit less chaotic. And that's my favorite part. That's when I get to get real quiet with myself and sit down with markers and pens and make something that looks like it could be my internal landscape. And that's really what I'm going for here. This could be seen as being a little bit like Neurographica, except that it's not, right? It's not the same process. It doesn't use that same sort of neurons, reaching for neurons kind of looking like thing. But it is similar in the sense that you're not trying to make something that looks like something. You're just making marks, and getting quiet with yourself and making marks can sometimes allow your thinking to arise instead of being thrust upon by thoughts, the way that we can be when we're taking something in. This feels very different emotionally and cerebrally. This feels like making space for whatever one might want to bubble up out of the bottom of the cauldron of our being. This was super fun for me. It did take about, 6 hours. It was a long process, but it was so satisfying. And of course, me being me, I had to make a sweet trash pack out of it, and you will see a preview of that at the end. I will be putting that pack up as a freebie for today, Friday, July 31st, 2026. And if you're here much later than that, just head on over to my website and click on Pretty Wild, and that is my junk journal and also freebie page, and you will find it linked there. I hope you enjoyed this. I look forward to your comments, and I hope you'll come hang out with me in my community over at Into the Wild, and I will see you in all of our places.
I held weight like an anchor down in my chest, and I painted in silence and bid it all rest. And then something moved. Something arose, took flight in the pink seeking permission, not playing their game. I stitched every layer with pigment and thread, made altar from mess, made cradle from dread. Light as a feather, wild as a spark, a hush that still hums when the world is too loud. Pain on my fingers, gold on my brush. I do what I can to wave off these clouds. Light as a feather, sharp as the truth. I rise as a thing that they never could use. Today was too much, too strange to redeem. But I built a cathedral from scraps and a dream, with ink in my throat and your ghost in my chest. I called peace in through art, and put my fears to rest. Light as a feather, wild as a spark, a hush that still hums